has been known to try and keep the pub open by holding canoe parties in the main bar.
Who knew?
Good afternoon folks, Nick here from the Amphora Annals, and we are in lovely York or Yorkshire somewhere on a lovely boat drinking absolutely lovely rosé, and I'm here with Anthony Gordon, not the Newcastle footballer, but Anthony Gordon of Chateau Leoube, an absolutely incredible rosé from the south of France, Provence specifically, and we've tried through the whole range, and as you can probably tell by me slurring my words, we've drank quite a bit of it right now. But a lovely rosé. He's going to give us a quick rundown on the winery, the locality and the region itself, the history, and then we're going to taste a little bit of it. So over to you, Anthony. Thank you.
Great, thanks so much. So we said Chateau Leoube. So I mean, I guess in terms of the winemaking history there, the Provence area is one of the oldest winemaking areas of France. It was the Romans that kind of expanded up in 500 BC, believe it or not, quite a few years ago. I think that was
seems like quite a while ago.
We probably had fish in the wine and all sorts of weird things, and drinking out of lead cups and getting lead poisoning. However, they were making wine, and this is the earliest winemaking history from France in the Provence. It kind of expanded up there. The area was called Provincia Romana, and then that was shortened down to Provincia, and then when the French retook it, it was Provence. So that's where the name came from. The chateau itself goes back to the 14th century, late 14th century, when it was built, and it is a beautiful, unbelievably beautiful estate in one of the most protected areas of France. So we are only allowed to have around about 15% of the estate for winemaking. The rest is all completely wild and wild thyme and the garlic herbs and kaki. It's got a lovely scent, aroma, and that really does kind of go into the wine essentially.
It does very much so.
It definitely impacts the flavours, and we are based kind of equal distance between Nice and the Provence. So right in the middle, next to Toulon, Jonny Wilkinson's old rugby town.
So Jonny.
Yeah.
So Jonny. So he was my hero. When I used to play rugby, Jonny Wilkinson, my number one hero.
Yeah, well,
there we go.
I think it's the only time the French have ever sung Swing Low.
Yes, Swing Low, Sweet Ciao. To you, Mr. Wilkinson.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
legend. I'm sure he probably enjoyed the wine all the time. So we make about we make 4 rosés, 4 whites, 4 reds, 3 sparklings. We also have olive grove, so we make 2 different olive oils, and we make some gin using the olives from the olive grove. So
sounds wonderful.
Great if you love a dirty martini.
I just drink gin neat, to be honest. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. And there was a thing you mentioned before about the vines go right down to the seafront, or virtually within a stone's throw away from it. And that was the amount of pictures that went through my head of just an incredibly beautiful vineyard to visit. I think we need to do that at some point. So yeah, we'll do it. So I'll get my dad on at some point, then we'll do one of those visits. But anyway, the range of rosé from my perspective is, I would say, my favourite rosé winery from Provence specifically. I just think that the wines are so complex. They've got great length, great intensity. We're not going to talk about one in particular. I think it's the unfair or the other 3, but all 4 of them, they've got this real grit. They're all ever so slightly different. They've all got the little personalities, the little quirks, and I just think they're fabulous. And if you see them in a restaurant or a bar, I would highly recommend Chateau Leoube. And also, I've got to say thank you to Unearth for having us on this tasting. But anyway, really appreciate that. All the best, and we'll see you in Provence. So, chin chin. Look forward to it. Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers, folks.